Welcome back to International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard, at the Gold Star Standard. Reactions, reviews, and news you can use. Once again, I am your host, International Yada, for the record saying the dollars that, hey, did you miss me? Check it out. We got this House Bill 1265. You anywhere in the Pacific Northwest, specifically Washington, the state of Washington, not DC. I need to pay attention to what's going on up there. See, it's a lot of violence and sex trafficking, and they're trying to put them together and pass new laws. Let's check this out. You got House Bill 1265. Right here. Says the bill aims to address commercial sexual exploitation in Washington state by enhancing, pay attention here now, by enhancing legal interventions against buyers while providing support for victims and survivors. Okay? This is Washington State, House Bill 1265, the 2025-2026 legislation. Now this bill was knocked down and it's coming back in January. Y'all pay attention to what's going on out here. Let's check it out. Washington State lawmakers are considering a bill that will elevate the crime of patronizing a prostitute from a misdemeanor to a felony. Trick beware. In an effort to combat the rampant sex trade and related crimes in the areas like Aurora Avenue, Seattle specifically. They're talking about the city of Seattle specifically. Aurora Avenue. We said there's been a lot of gunshots back and forth between rivals. Guys, y'all gotta get it together. Okay? People ain't playing with y'all. They're coming up with laws and they're trying to throw you away. Don't get caught up in the dumb stuff. Okay, gentlemen? Let's not get caught up in the dumb stuff. Let's go. Residents near Aurora Avenue have reported frequent gunfire and turf wars among pimps, with prostitutes regularly walking the area. This is what they're saying. This is what the news is saying. This is the information that's getting put out there. They saying it's pimps.
What?
They saying it's pimps going back and forth with gunfire. You see how they connecting the violent crime directly to the quote unquote pimps. Y'all pay attention to what's going on out there. Okay? The target is on you. Gentlemen, pay attention to what's going on. Or not, like we say here, International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard, at the Gold Star Standard. Or not. Okay, take heed or not. It's all on you. We just gonna bring you the news that we definitely know you could use. Let's go. Check this out.
It's become almost a nightly occurrence for residents living near Aurora Avenue, the site of pimp turf wars and gun battles, with prostitutes regularly walking the area.
Gunfire, somebody jumped my fence, running from...
You see this, what they broadcasting across the news, across the airways? They said it's pimps going back and forth with gunfire, turf wars. Like it's some type of gang thing. They said it's turf wars amongst pimps. You paying attention? House Bill 1265. This is what we're talking about. Don't get too caught up on this and forget what's going on in the background. So they're going to target the tricks. They're going to target the buyers, the Johns. This is what this bill is talking about. Target to these people so they can get to these people. Okay? Think it's a game if you want to. Let's take this from the top.
It's become almost a nightly occurrence for residents living near Aurora Avenue, the site of pimp turf wars and gun battles with
If this was going on, this wild.
Wow.
This is wild.
Prostitutes regularly walking the area.
Gunfire, somebody jumped my fence, running from other pimps, running from prostitutes, hid in my backyard while we huddled in our house scared. 4 days later, more gunfire. We rolled to the floor.
Prosecutors from Pierce and King counties, along with a Seattle police detective, all asked state lawmakers for a law to help combat the sex trade and related crimes happening on the street.
See, they say they asking for laws for this to change. They tied the residents in this area don't want gunshots. Who want gunshots coming through their window? And you see who they pointing the finger at. They say this is so-called pimps.
What?
Going back and forth with these gunshots and these and they tying it to these women that's walking around out here. These adult consensual sex workers. This getting real sloppy. Y'all need to get it together. Let's go.
And Seattle police say the state's perceived lax policies are creating an environment where people almost believe prostitution is legal in Washington state.
Our prostitution track, in particular on Aurora, has become the second most prolific track in the United States.
They say this is the second most prolific track in the United States. Second to what tracks? I'm sure you don't even have to ask that, but they say this is the number 2 track in the whole United States. It's a lot of money being made on this track. It's a lot of adult consensual sex workers out here doing what they gotta do. Put the guns down. Don't throw your life away. Don't get caught up with what's coming down the pipeline. House Bill 1265. Not just targeting the ex-buyers. It's going to be targeting the quote-unquote pimps. And they're going to be, they looking to put down harsher laws, harsher penalties. Okay? Pay attention. This is something that should not be going down. It's happening. Who's doing it? Hey, who's to say? We don't know who those guys was. That looked closer to some gang activity than some pimping. Hey, but who am I? Let's go.
I'm constantly pulling children off of those tracks on a daily basis. The last one of 14 years of age that was brought 2 days prior to me getting her from Texas.
That's another thing. Leave those children alone. Think it's a game until they give you life in prison. Leave those children alone. Children cannot consent. So if you're dealing with a child and you're dealing with sex work, that's an automatic no-go. You can get an automatic life in prison sentence. Take heed.
Earlier this month, Seattle police arrested 9 men in an undercover prostitution sting. But by law, those men could only be charged with misdemeanors. House Bill 1265 would double the mandatory penalties for those caught patronizing prostitutes, elevating the crime from a misdemeanor up to a Class C felony.
That's another thing. No more misdemeanors for patronizing prostitution out there on Aurora if this bill passes. House Bill 1265, yeah, it would be an automatic felony. So it would damage the business of the adult consensual sex workers because there's gunshots going on. So the guys that's involved in the gunshots are the ones who are damaging the business for adult consensual sex workers. It's not the ladies. Let's go.
Which is punishable by up to a $10,000 fine.
The goal of this bill is to protect survivors of trafficking. It's by going after Johns. This doesn't do anything to further penalize survivors. This goes after the Johns who are driving the demand.
International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard, at the Gold Star Standard. Reactions, reviews, and news you can use. Once again, I am your host, International Yada, for the record-setting dollars. And hey, y'all see what's going on out here. And something a lot of you people out here that's watching, and stop it. Put the guns down. Stop the goofiness. And we will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share.